Hello and welcome to another opportunity to raise your vibration, to reach the next level on your spiritual journey, and to, of course, manifest your dreams. And today I want to show you why it might be a good idea to manifest a really boring life that you absolutely love. And I want to share a personal story with you, something that happened to me last night. I went to bed very late, that's why you can also hear my voice a little bit raspy, even though I didn't drink any alcohol, by the way. I don't drink, but I just went to bed late, which is not really something that I like to do. But yesterday I was invited to a really fancy party. If you imagine the most fanciest party of the fanciest parties, then this was the fancy party, basically. I don't know how to describe it. The typical thing of, oh, who do you know? Oh, where do you live? Oh my God, do you want some champagne? Oh, can I put some ice there? Oh, and everybody was pretending to be oh so high society and oh so luxurious. And in the middle of this event, I felt so weird. And the only thing that was going on in my head was this song from Ed Sheeran, Beautiful People. If you've never listened to Ed Sheeran's song, Beautiful People, I highly recommend you listen to it, and I highly recommend that you watch the music video. I absolutely love the music video of this song. And there's also a very deep message in this song. And there's also a deep message in this episode, even though right now you might be thinking, yeah, Sebastian, why are you telling me about your awesome party that you went to? What does it have to do with my manifestation success? What does it have to do with my dreams, with what I want to manifest for myself? Well, you might be thinking right now that I want to motivate you to manifest a life where you live in luxury, where you go to these parties, where you meet these incredible people. And yes, maybe that's for you. But maybe not. And that's what I want to talk about today. In case you have listened to 2 or 3 or 4 of my episodes, then you've probably heard me say something along the lines of, I want you to manifest what you really want and not what an Instagram account wants you to want, not what a marketing agency wants to convince you about that you should want it. I want you to think about what you really want. And while I was at that party yesterday, with all these, I can't really say it in another way, all these fake people, and all these fake conversations, and all this fake laughter, I thought to myself, is this the life I want to manifest? Is this the life I want to live? And please don't get me wrong, it's not about those people being superficial because they had a lot of money. That's not what I'm saying. I know a lot of people who are extremely wealthy, like very, very wealthy, who are incredible human beings, who I can hang out with, who I can have fun with. We work on charity projects, we give to other people, and they are just incredibly down-to-earth, amazing people. But this crowd yesterday was a little bit, you can say a little bit far away from, let's say, you are kind and generous and intellectual rich person. I don't know how to put it in another way. They were just fake rich kids, let's say it like this. You could really see that none of them has ever done anything in their life. They were just living from mommy's and daddy's credit card. And it was really interesting. The conversations that we had were so incredibly fake, so incredibly boring. And all the time I had this song in my mind from Ed Sheeran, and I want to read you from the lyrics of the song Beautiful People from Ed Sheeran. And they want to know what you're about. Me in the middle with the one I'm loving. We're just trying to figure everything out. We don't fit in well, 'cause we are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation. You look stunning, dear, so don't ask that question here. This is my only fear, that we become beautiful people. And this is something that really resonated with me last night. And I really hope that after you've listened to this episode, you know what I'm talking about, because I know that today I'm a little bit tired. I'm just rambling on and I didn't make any notes for this episode. I'm just sharing my experience with you, sharing my thoughts with you. This is more of a philosophical episode instead of an episode where I give you specific manifestation techniques, but I hope you also appreciate a more philosophical episode. And I wanted to share that with you because so many of my coaching clients, when they book their first Skype coaching session with me, They have a list of things that they want to manifest. And this list is basically just a copy. Yeah, you can say it's a copy and paste from some Instagram account or from some BMW or Mercedes commercial, or from, basically from other people, how other people try to live, or the impression that other people try to leave on you via social media. But it has often nothing to do with what they truly want. And that's something that nowadays really excites me, to not only work with people one-on-one in Skype coaching sessions. And by the way, you can also work with me one-on-one in a personal one-on-one coaching setting in Barcelona, Spain. And if you want to find out more about that, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/transformation, or you can click on the second link in the description that leads you to my coaching page, and there you can choose between different coachings. I also offer guided meditation sessions right now that can allow you to reach the frequency of what you want to manifest. But let's go back to the point I just mentioned. So many of my Skype coaching clients, not all of them, but enough of them who start working with me, have a list of things they want to manifest. And a couple of months ago, I went immediately into the manifestation process, and I immediately helped them to manifest. I helped them to raise their vibration. I helped them to reach the frequency of what they want. But nowadays, I actually start with one step before that in my coachings, and that's to figure out if what they want to manifest truly comes from their heart. If it's a heart-centered desire. I mean, just recently I talked in another episode about how to live a heart-centered life. And what I'm talking about today is closely related to this idea of living a heart-centered life. Because if you believe Instagram accounts, if you believe social media, that that's how life should be, and that you should live this superficial life of having small talk about stuff that doesn't really matter, of meeting people who are fake, of having 100 fake friends who are all very successful, but none of them would ever help you in case you end up in the hospital, or in case something happens in your life emotionally that you should talk about, or let's say that you want to talk about. Is that really the life that you want to live? And as a little homework after listening to this episode here, I invite you to watch the music video of Ed Sheeran's song Beautiful People to really know what I mean. Because if you're really honest to yourself, if you tune into your heart, if you create brain and heart coherence, what you really want is to be happy. What you really want is to be loved. What you really want is to, yes, to have financial abundance, but maybe also not only to have financial abundance, or maybe not at all, to flex with your sports car on Instagram, but to maybe help people, to make a difference in this world, to raise the frequency of the human consciousness. And at the moment, with what's going on in the world, this is more needed than ever before. Or maybe I shouldn't say more needed than ever before, because human consciousness has been way lower than right now. I mean, just think about World War I, World War II, and everything that went down there. But also at the moment, it's important that we as a community, we as the Affirmation to Manifestation family, not only manifest from a perspective of how can I live up to some ideal on Instagram that I don't really want to live up to. Instead, I want you to think about how can I design my life? How do I want to live my life? What do I really want to manifest? So that not only I will be satisfied, but that also I can help others. And that's something that I discovered on my own journey. By manifesting wealth, by manifesting incredible experiences, by raising your vibration. And now I'm getting a little bit emotional even now. I didn't expect that, but anyway, by being on this incredible journey as a deliberate creator that you are on. Otherwise you wouldn't be listening to me. Otherwise you wouldn't be listening to this German here talking about the law of attraction. You are on this journey. And by being on this journey, you have the opportunity to raise the consciousness level of humanity. And now you might be saying, yeah, but what can I do as a little human being to change anything in this world? Well, think about it this way. Think about how many people you can inspire with your higher vibration. How many people you can help with the financial abundance that you manifest. How many people you can support with that. And even if it's just 1 or 2 people, it's a ripple effect. There is a ripple effect. I mean, whenever I think about how many people I reach every month with the Affirmation to Manifestation podcast, I always get emotional when I think about that, because I know for a fact that if I help you to raise your vibration, that I help you to reach a new level of consciousness, or let's say a higher level of consciousness, when I help you to manifest your dream life, at the same time, I might also help some poor child in the Philippines who you will then support once I helped you to reach that level and to reach that level of financial abundance and that level of consciousness. In the same way, and I just thought about that last week, I support children, or let's say the education of children, and also food and drinks and all that kind of stuff in Romania and also in the Philippines. And I just have to think about if this child who I support now, who then goes on to study, who then goes on to live a beautiful life, this child then again, as an adult someday, inspires his or her children, inspires other people to help other people, because he or she experienced how it feels like when somebody helps them without actually expecting something in return. And no matter if you inspire hundreds of thousands of people through a podcast or YouTube channel, or if you just inspire, no, I don't want to say just, because that word just already makes it feel as if it is less. If you inspire your neighbor, if you inspire your friend, if you inspire a stranger who you meet on the street, if you inspire one homeless person who you look at in a way that you appreciate that this person is a human being, and you don't just walk past this person and think to yourself, oh, look at this bum. Instead, you appreciate him or her as a human being, and you maybe also buy a bottle of water for him or her. These are the things that matter in our lives. And I thought about this while I was trapped, you can say, in this party. And all I wanted to do is to just get out of there. And the same is true with everything that you manifest. Think about how you want to live your life. Even if you want to say, hey, I want to live a life that other people consider boring. That's great. If you want to live somewhere in the woods, in a house that doesn't really cost much, that's great. Then manifest it for yourself. If you want to live in a small condo by the beach, then manifest it for yourself. I just want you to realize that the power that you have with manifesting, or let's say the power that you have by using the law of attraction, doesn't just influence your life. You don't need to only see yourself, or you shouldn't only see yourself as this single individual entity. We are all connected. We are connected in a way that we can inspire each other, we can lift each other up, and that's the beauty of manifesting financial abundance. It's the beauty of manifesting love in your life, because the more love you feel, yes, you will attract more love into your life, but you will also want to love other people in a more intense, authentic way. And the more financially abundant you feel, the more financial abundance you will draw into your life. And as a result, you also want to financially help other people. You want to spread that abundance everywhere. And to be honest, when I started recording this episode, I had no idea in which direction I want to take it, but I'm happy that I talked about the points that I just mentioned, because it's so important that you figure out what you want to manifest. I don't want you to just live up to some ideal of beautiful people with 10,000 Instagram filters on Instagram. I want you to think about what you really want to manifest, and then also think about the next step. How can you raise the consciousness of humanity? How can you inspire other people? How can you make other people feel good? How can you help other people? Because that's what it's all about. Once you live the life of your dreams, all you can think of, and I experienced that in my own life, and I also experienced it with so many of my coaching clients who reached a level of advanced manifestation abilities, if you can call it like that. The next thing they ask themselves is not, how can I get my second Lamborghini or the third Lamborghini? The next thing they always ask themselves is, how can I help? What can I do to give back? Because I feel so grateful for my life that all I want to do is to give. And then, of course, as a result, again, the more you give, the more you receive. That's the law. That's the law of attraction. Because when you vibrate at this frequency of abundance, at this frequency of gratitude, then more things will come into your life that make you feel abundant, that make you feel grateful, and then you have the opportunity to make others feel grateful, to make others feel abundant. And if you want to work with me on this journey, then you might be ready for your first coaching session with me. And if you want to find out more about coaching with me, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching, or you can click on the second link in the description, and then you can have a look at my in-person coaching that I offer in Barcelona, Spain. And you can also have a look at my Skype coaching session where we can talk about anything you want and I can help you with anything that you're struggling with. And you can also decide to book your first guided meditation session with me, in which I can help you to reach the frequency of what you want to manifest so that you can then become a vibrational match to what you want and then draw it into your life. And of course, you also have the chance to invest in the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program. And if you want to find out more about this program, you can click on the first link in the description. And I want to mention it again. Yes, we will end this episode in a moment, but I want to mention this again. If you invest in the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program, you find a coupon code on the download page of your program, which gives you 50 euros off for your very first Skype coaching session with me. And you can use this coupon code for a regular Skype coaching session and also for a guided meditation session. And that's all I wanted to share with you for today. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.